talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Golden State, Green is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Curry. And it's Wiseman in at the 5 spot. Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
They get it again. Gobert misses from close range.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Passes it to Oubre. And another 3 for Golden State.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Drills it from outside.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside, Green. Curry against Conley. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 5.
Well, the confidence that Steph Curry has, regardless of where he is on the floor, yes, sir, I can score inside too, sir.
Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Lets it fly. Warriors with...
But that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Conley for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
From past the arc, Gobert pulls it in. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop and the harm.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Here's Looney. He's covered by Favors. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lee outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lee with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. There's the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, we got to be able to focus on us. Obviously we went through a little bit of a rough patch. We're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And Greg Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Lee. Looney out there with Eric Pascal. And it's Toscano in at the 3 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Warriors leading by 8.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. And Mike Conley subbed in for Mitchell. Curry against Conley. Curry is inside.
Well, everyone in the NBA understands that Steph Curry is the master in pick and roll. He understands to take what the defense gives him.
Pass to O'Neal. He kicks to Conley. Dishes it to Clarkson. The 3. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
They throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Curry kicks to Wiseman. Clock at 6. Pass to Green. Wiggins trying to free himself up. And it's Green missing. Jazz trailed by 5. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's blocked.
Well, you think about this guy as a 3-and-D guy, but Oubre showing why he earned that label. How about that effort on the defensive end?
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
You know you can count on Draymond Green to make good decisions. This guy comes up with a lot of terrific assists.
Here's Clarkson, outside Conley, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Oubre. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
We know this about Donovan Mitchell. This guy shows no fear, even inside. Draws the foul there.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. So both teams changing it up here. So he gets them both. 7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Looney, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, wow. How about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those three-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Golden State had no problems getting going. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive effort on both ends of the floor. They had a double-digit lead at the end of the first quarter. Momentum shifted slightly in the second quarter, causing them to lose some traction, but they still ended the half up by 8. Big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot, I gotta take my suit off.
And Kenny, let's get going on the Jazz.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Bogdanovich against Oubre. Curry with a wide open look. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. They trail by 9 points. The 17-footer. Here's Gobert. That one doesn't drop. The Warriors go the other way with it. Oubre finds Wiggins. The shot missing. Good D by Bogdanovich.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the 3rd. Here's Curry with the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Curry dishes to Wiggins. Now the pass to Wiseman. There's the triple. Utah with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. O'Neal trying to break free. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Well, you've got to credit Mitchell for staying aggressive in that situation and getting the defense to foul him.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Wiseman. Eric Paschal comes in for Draymond Green. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Oubre. And it's Damian Lee in for Wiggins. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And Mitchell drops them both. Warriors leading by 3. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road, but Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Curry outside, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
30 seconds left in the 3rd. Favors in the post. Looney on him. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Passes to Curry. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Warriors lead by 4. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors, we've got Eric Pascal. Kent Bazemore is out there with Lee, and it's Poole in at the point guard position.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Warriors leading by 4. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Pascal. Kicks it to Lee. 4 on the clock. And here's Favors. Here's Clarkson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
And the Jazz with some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And Mike Conley subbed in for Joe Ingles. Throw good, Clarkson.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Lee outside. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
That's good for Mitchell on the assist by O'Neal. Mitchell's got the lead up to 1 now for Utah. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Launches it. And it's Mitchell missing. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That's his third foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Golden State. And Utah also making a switch. Bogdanovich is checked in for Jordan Clarkson. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Out to Conley from past the arc. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Off the run. It's good, and the Jazz always cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Curry.
Boy, a monster bucket yet again from Steph Curry. Knew they had to get something from that possession, and you knew he'd deliver.
It's good.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 4. 52 seconds left in the game. Let's present our New Balance player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, he
you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last time out. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Thanks, David. The Jazz on offense. They've gone in a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 4. 12 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for the Jazz, Mike Conley. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, the seasoned veteran Mike Conley has been such a soft-spoken guy, but he has also been one of the NBA's best leaders, both on and off the floor.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Curry kicks to Oubre. From deep. No good.
Well, that's a great contest from the lengthy Bogdanovich. Not just an offensive force, this guy a commendable defender.
So we see the Jazz get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team, and you picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.